Rule number 1. Never lose money. Rule number 2. Never forget rule number 1. Remember that the stock market is a manic depressive. The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. Beware the investment activity that produces applause. The great moves are usually greeted by yawns. For the investor, a too high purchase price for the stock of an excellent company can undo the effects of a subsequent decade of favorable business developments. Risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. Never invest in a business you cannot understand. If returns are going to be 7 or 8% and you're paying 1% for fees, that makes an enormous difference in how much money you're going to have in retirement. In the business world, the rearview mirror is always clearer than the windshield. Time is the friend of the wonderful company, the enemy of the mediocre. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price, than a fair company at a wonderful price. Only buy something that you'd be perfectly happy to hold if the market shut down for 10 years. All there is to investing is picking good stocks at good times and staying with them as long as they remain good companies. I never attempt to make money on the stock market. I buy on the assumption that they could close the market the next day and not reopen it for 5 years. Successful investing takes time, discipline, and patience. No matter how great the talent or effort, some things just take time. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. Calling someone who trades actively in the market an investor is like calling someone who repeatedly engages in one-night stands a romantic. The stock market is designed to transfer money from the active to the patient. If you aren't thinking about owning a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Our favorite holding period is forever. Do not take yearly results too seriously. Instead, focus on 4 or 5 year averages. The business schools reward difficult, complex behavior more than simple behavior, but simple behavior is more effective. You don't need to be a rocket scientist. Investing is not a game where the guy with the 160 IQ beats the guy with 130 IQ. The stock market is a no-called strike game. You don't have to swing at everything, you can wait for your pitch.